Let me start from the beginning. America is, I'm a jingoistic patriot. I was born on an Air Force installation, and Air Force family, 100%. I am, this is, and you know, what studying of history I've done, this is the greatest attempt humanity has ever made to manage ourselves. Humans are not easily managed. We're knuckleheads for the most part. And America in particular was founded by guys that just put a stump in the bottom of the boat and said it's going to be this way. Mm-hmm. Texas in particular was that. You know, the story of Texas birth, the come and take it story is magnificent. And there's an element of I stand for this that cannot be watered down. What happens is that when it gets too elevated beyond the point of good balance, then there's aggression that's not necessary. A black belt in a martial arts style that's particularly, how you would say, effective. So that a lot of what we teach is, especially with our young people, is to find a better way. To find a better way to resolve conflicts, to deal with the bully that wants your lunch money, because he doesn't really want your lunch money. It's not what he's about. He wants the juice. He wants the excitement. He wants to dominate because he's broken. And his brokenness, there's my spiritual guru, Doug Royson, he's my pastor, he says that there's basically two things that humans tend to do with pain. They either transmit it, they take it in and they puke it out on everybody else, or they transform it. They find a way to say, this stops here, I'm going to find a better way. So that one or two of those things are what we tend to do with pain. So somebody that's afraid of something, the fear of they're going to take my job or my wife or my safety or my security or whatever, turns pretty quickly into, oh yeah, let's see if you can. Mm-hmm. In some cases, that's good. You know, martial arts is all about balance, and what you do is all about balance. It's all about balance. There are some times when you need to stand up, and if somebody wants to come after my family with, you know, violence, I will. I will take my training and stop that physically. If I'm very good, I can stop it without hurting this broken person, and I can do so and do it kind of with love. I mean, that's what Christian love is about. You take some anger and then you say, hey, man, are you sure this is how you want to be in life? And it can be a guidepost for us if we step back and take that breath. If not, they hit me, they made me mad, so I'm going to be mad and I'm going to transmit my anger right back to them. But there was a famous, the father of what's called general semantics, his name is Alfred Korzybski, proved conclusively that no one can make you mad. They proved this scientifically. It happens in some cases by habit, and it happens so quickly that it feels like you can do something that makes me mad, but it's always a choice. Mm-hmm. It's always a choice. If we take a breath and put some distance between action and reaction, then typically that's when we're able to find a better way. So I'm looking for a better way. So going back to civility nationally in our national dialogue and our conversation of America, America is, I can go off on a rant about how much I love it, but here's this. No problem that America has right now, not one, not immigration, not terrorism, not COVID-19, not healthcare, no problem that America has is too big for us. If we can talk to each other and come up with solutions together. If we decide that the other half of America is them and we're us and we're throwing spitballs at each other, any one of those problems can be the iceberg that sinks us. It can be the rock that is too much for the camel. If we can't address any of our issues if we can't speak to each other. I mean, that's just basic fundamentals. So when I say let's bring civility and make it a priority, something just happened to your phone, I don't know what it was, but when I say let's make priority out of civility, it's not because I'm trying to encourage everybody to sit around and sing Kumbaya, which is one of the knocks somebody has specifically made, but that's not a bad deal because the translation for Kumbaya is God come by here. That's what it literally means. It means so asking God to be part of our transactions and our conversations and our everything that we do and match with other humans. That's not a bad thing. But like I say, I think civility and our lack of ability to speak to each other is a big. I think it's the major challenge that America faces today because every other challenge we can take care of. We've managed some huge challenges in our past.
Absolutely.
The difference is right now the civility. Let's say if we accept the axiom that civility is our chief issue because it's preventing us from intelligently solving our actual problems because everybody's trying to win um, at the other person's expense. So the notion that it's a zero sum game is kind of what I'm attacking, and we gotta not attacking obviously, but the idea that we could step back a little bit and handle that better. We have to talk to each other better to get that because right now, if you listen to a lot of people, the problem becomes in their mind that the other half of America is evil and bad and fill in the blank and all that stuff, and no problems are going to happen unless these guys go away, however that looks like.